Hey, what's up, everyone? You've made it another week in the books, and it's time to celebrate all the wins, big and small, here on Talk Radio. It's Friday, and you know what that means. It's time to kick back, chill out, and reflect on the best moments of the week. I'm Jonathan Riley, and you're tuned in to Finally Friday, Season 2, Episode 86. We've got an epic lineup for today's show as we look back at the highlights that made this week unforgettable. We'll share some of our favorite moments, dive into a little weekend chatter, and sprinkle in some exciting news about what's coming next on the show. Whether you've been tuning in every week or just joining us for the first time, get ready for some surprises, special guests, and a sneak peek into what the future holds here on Talk Radio. I'm talking about exclusive guests, new segments, and trust me, a couple of fun surprises that'll have you looking forward to next week. And of course, we're always keeping things fresh with new ideas on the horizon. So grab your coffee, relax, and let's make this Friday one to remember.
The following is rated TV MA and is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Talk Radio. It's finally Friday, and guess what? You've made it to the end of the week. What a journey it's been. It's the perfect time to take a moment to reflect on all that we've learned, experienced, and how we've grown in just a short time. And folks, I've got to tell you, I can't believe it. We are already 35.34% through the year of 2025. Can you believe that? It feels like we just blinked and the months have flown by. It seems like yesterday we were all setting those big goals for the new year, full of hopes and dreams for what we wanted to accomplish. And now, here we are, looking back at the amazing things we've already experienced. Let's take a quick look at the numbers, shall we? Sometimes seeing the stats really brings things into perspective. We are 18 weeks and 3 days into the year. Can you believe that? That's 129 days, 3,096 hours, 185,760 minutes, or a mind-blowing 11,145,600 seconds. Just think about that for a moment. 11 million seconds of laughter, challenges, moments of inspiration, and yes, even those tough ones that make us stronger. Time really flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? But also when you're living, experiencing, and growing. Every conversation we've had here, every topic we've explored together, it's all been a part of the bigger picture. We're constantly evolving, learning new things, and becoming a little bit wiser with each passing week. So, here's a little challenge for you, my friends. Let's think back to those first few days of the week, of the year. First few days of the year. What were your hopes, your dreams, and your goals back then? How far have you come since then? Maybe it's been a small step, or maybe you've made a huge leap forward. Either way, let's give ourselves a little credit because every moment counts. Whether this year has been a whirlwind or a slow burn, we've been in this together, and that's what makes it all the more special. We've navigated current events, gotten deep into motivation, embraced the paranormal, and even had a little fun with some wild and unpredictable segments. From Motivational Mondays to Trending Tuesdays, from deep introspection to engaging challenges. We've shared so many moments. But now, as we look ahead to the next 64.66% of the year, what's happening for you in the months ahead? What do you want to accomplish? How do you want to grow? Today, I want to challenge you. Reflect on how far you've come and then dream about where you want to go next. This is just the beginning, my friends. And the best part, we've still got so much more to experience together. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on the week we just wrapped up. It's been one for the books, right? We've had some amazing conversations and, of course, some memorable moments. From our Motivational Monday episode where we kicked things off with some powerful advice to the excitement of Time Warp Thursday, where we dove into the weird and wild side of history. It's been a week of growth, connection, and fun. I want to hear from you, our awesome listeners. What were some of your favorite moments of the week? You know how we do. It's all about sharing experiences. So drop me a message and let me know what stood out for you. Motivational Monday. Overcoming self-doubt, the enemy within. This past Motivational Monday, we tackled one of the most silent but brutal enemies of growth, self-doubt, and its more deceptive alter ego, imposter syndrome. We kicked off with a quote from the legendary Maya Angelou, who admitted she still feared being found out, even after writing 11 books. That moment of honesty reminded us all imposter syndrome doesn't vanish with success, it often grows alongside it. Main message, imposter syndrome doesn't mean you're a fraud, it means you're evolving. It creeps in the most when you're growing, when you care deeply, and when you're building something no one gave you a blueprint for. Just because the voice sounds like you doesn't mean it's telling the truth. Action tools that we shared: journaling truths, track your wins no matter how small. Affirmations that fight back. Speak a better truth before you believe it. Track the feeling, not just the finish line. Because growth isn't just about what you did, it's about what it took. Audience audience prompt for next Monday's community feature. And listen in on this one. This is where you guys come in. Next week we're introducing a new segment, the fail to win story. We want to hear from you about those times when you faced a major setback, but turned it into a victory. Whether it was a failure in your career, personal life, or creative journey, we want to know how you overcame it and what you learned along the way. Your story could be featured in next Monday's episode. Send your fail to win stories to talkradiomotivation@gmail.com, or send a comment or get a hold of us on social media. We can't wait to highlight your experiences of growth and resilience. Final words: self-doubt may be loud, but your courage can be louder. You don't owe your fear the final word. You're not faking it. You're becoming, and becoming is messy, brave, and entirely yours. Then we moved on to Trending Tuesday with streaming overload, too many subscriptions, not enough time. This week on Trending Tuesday, we dove into the growing frustration many are feeling with the digital streaming landscape. What started as a way to cut the cord has now turned into a flood of competing platforms, exclusive content silos, and rising subscription costs. We explored how audiences are reacting from subscription fatigue and password sharing crackdowns to the return of piracy and calls for bundling. The once promised freedom of choice now feels overwhelming and expensive. The big takeaway: people want value, simplicity, and better content curation. The industry is changing again and viewers are pushing back. Then we got Wedgie Wednesday, the time travel edition. This week's Wedgie Wednesday wasn't just a bad trip down memory lane. It was a full-blown, elastic snapping, glute clenching time warp. From the burlap betrayals of the 30s to the viral vengeance of the 2010s. We traced the evolution of the world's most awkward tradition, the wedgie. Highlights included the 1930s grit wedgies behind one-room schoolhouses. Corduroy never stood a chance. The 1950s greaser wedgies, stealth mode activated behind soda fountains. The 1970s disco wedgies, complete with polyester parachutes and lava lamp lighting. The 1990s atomic assaults, fueled by Fruit of the Loom, flannel, and gym class trauma. 2010s digital dunkings, where wedgies were caught, clipped, and looped online. Then we launched headfirst into the future of wedgies, smart undies that betray you via Alexa. Nano suits.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now.
See, there goes Alexa right there. Nano suit wedgies activated by Cyberthought. Martian anti-gravity liftoffs called lift launches. AI delivered wedgies from the moon in 2090. Listeners voted on our next Time Warp Thursday destination. Or Wedgie Wednesday, not Time Warp Thursday. But, listeners voted on our next wedgie time travel destination. The Roaring 20s, Totally Tubular 80s, Ancient Rome, or the distant future, year 3025. And yes, we're collecting your wedgie war stories for next week's show, because trauma is funnier when it comes shared with a live audience. Did you miss the show? Rewind and live the chaos, because on talk radio, the past always comes back and grabs you. Now we get to Time Warp Thursday, the disappearance of Flight MH370. This week we took a deep dive into the mystery of Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370. which vanished on March 8th, 2014, with 239 people on board. We explored the many theories and the overwhelming uncertainty that still surrounds the plane's disappearance, even after years of investigation. Key theories, from hijacking to mechanical failure to deliberate actions by the crew. We went over the most discussed possibilities. The evidence. We looked at the sparse data available, including satellite pings and wreckage found washed up on the shores of distant islands. Possible locations. A critical part of the mystery lies in the plane's final location, somewhere along the seventh arc in the southern Indian Ocean. But despite extensive search efforts, the main wreckage has never been found. As we close this chapter, the question remains, what really happened to MH370? The investigation is ongoing, and new theories continue to emerge. We'll keep this story on our radar and follow any developments. Okay, now let's shift gears a little. It's time to talk about the weekend. What do you all have planned? It's time to let go of the stresses of the week. Grab a cold drink and unwind with the people and things that make you happiest. Whether you're hanging out with friends, doing something productive, or just taking a nap, it's your time. As for me, I've got some fun things planned. I'm definitely looking forward to celebrating a special birthday on Saturday, my wife's birthday. We've got a little birthday bingo lined up for some extra fun. And on Sunday, it's Mother's Day. I'm planning to spend some quality time with my wife, celebrating everything she does and the amazing mother she is. But also, I can't forget my own mother. So I'll be spending time with her too, making sure she feels the love and appreciation she deserves. It's all about honoring the incredible women in our lives this weekend. But I also want to hear about your weekend plans. Hit me up and let me know what's on your radar. And don't forget, folks, weekends are the perfect time to catch up on those episodes you missed earlier this week. Or maybe revisit some of your favorite moments from talk radio. Whether you're lounging around, checking off that to-do list, or just hanging out with your favorite people, we've got you covered. Alright, now let's turn our attention to the future. Okay, we've been working hard behind the scenes, and I've got some exciting things coming up that I can't wait to share with you all. Talk radio isn't just about what we've done, it's about what's to come. And let me tell you, there's a whole lot in store. First up, we've got some special events planned that are going to take things to the next level. We're talking live events, exclusive content, so much more. The first one, stay tuned for the announcement. Coming soon. Trust me, it's going to be big. But that's not all. While we won't be adding new guests just yet, I've got some exciting plans to keep the show fresh and engaging. We're going to be switching up the format a bit in the future. New segments, fresh content, a whole new vibe. It's going to keep things exciting for all of you and make talk radio an even more interactive experience. And you know what? It's all about evolving, right? I want to make sure that you, the listeners, are right there with me as we continue to grow, explore new ideas, and bring you the content you love. This is where you come in. I need your suggestions and help to improve the show. What segments would you love to see? Maybe you have ideas for fun listener participation moments or interactive polls that could spice things up. Are there any recurring topics or themes that would get you more involved? Your feedback is what helps shape the direction of talk radio, and I want to make sure we're giving you exactly what you want. Get ready for more surprises, listener shout-outs, and some cool new ways for you to engage with the show. We're making moves, and I couldn't do it without all of you. Drop your ideas and suggestions, and let's make talk radio even better together. Now, this one's a little kind of a new little thing I want to maybe do once in a while, just to get things out of my head and off my heart. So I'm calling it Finally Friday Weekly Rant. Okay, this one, invisible and wrong. You ever feel like you're just a background character in your own damn life? Like everything you care about, your dreams, your passion, your voice, only matter until they get in someone else's way. Because that's where I'm at right now. And honestly, it's exhausting. I'm tired. Not the kind of tired that sleep fixes. I mean soul tired. Worn out from constantly being told how to live, what to do, who to be, all so everyone else can stay comfortable. Like if I don't follow the script they wrote for me, the one I never asked for, I'm the bad guy. I'm selfish. I'm ungrateful. I'm a disappointment. And it hurts because I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I'm not trying to rebel or ruin anything. I'm just trying to exist as me, to love the things I love without shame, to chase my weird little dreams like talk radio without needing a permission slip. But every time I take a step toward being myself, I feel the weight of judgment like a collar around my neck. You know what really breaks me? I make these monthly memory videos, little love letters to the life I'm trying to hold on to. I pour my heart into them. I sit for hours, editing, reflecting, trying to preserve moments that felt real, moments that matter to me. And you know what? I get back silence. No questions, no compliments, no, hey, that was beautiful. Nothing. Just to scroll past like I don't exist. And I can't help but wonder, do they even see me? Or am I just noise they've learned to tune out? I try to tell myself it's not personal, but it feels personal. When people you love don't even look at what you pour your soul into, it feels personal. It feels like you're invisible, like your heart don't count unless it fits in their mold. And then the self-doubt creeps in. Maybe I'm doing everything wrong. Maybe I am a terrible person. Maybe I'm too much, too emotional, too intense, too creative, too different. Or maybe I'm not enough, not good enough, not useful enough, not obedient enough. Either way, I always feel like I'm losing. If I speak up, I'm causing problems. If I stay silent, I'm pulling away. If I work hard, it's never the right kind of work. If I rest, I'm lazy. If I create, it's called a distraction. But if I break down, I'm being dramatic. No matter what I do, it feels like I'm always wrong. And after a while, that narrative becomes your own voice. You internalize it. You start to believe you're the problem, that you'll never be enough for the people you love most. But here's the thing, I'm still here, even when it hurts, even when I feel like I'm shouting into the void, even when it feels like I could disappear and no one would notice. I still show up. I still care. I still love. I still try to present for the people I love, even if they don't always show up for me. And maybe, just maybe, that says something. Maybe you felt like this too, like your passion, or like your passions are seen as distractions, your heart as a burden, like you're living in a world that wants to dim your light so they can feel more comfortable in the dark. If you're nodding your head right now, I see you. If you've ever cried over being overlooked, I hear you. And if you've ever questioned your worth because the people around you couldn't recognize your light, let me say this clearly. You are not invisible. You are not wrong. You are not a mistake. You are a whole, complex, passionate human being trying to survive in a world that doesn't always value authenticity. So, yeah, this is my rant, my truth. This is me screaming into the void, not for attention, but because I can't keep swallowing it anymore. I matter. My passions matter. And even if no one claps when I show up, I'm still going to dance because I have to, because it's who I am, and because this moment is mine. Thanks for hearing me. That's all I needed tonight. Yeah. All right, folks, that's a wrap for this week. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey with Talk Radio. Each episode has been an absolute blast, and it's all because of you, my amazing listeners. Your energy, feedback, and support have made this show what it is. And I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. I look forward to bringing even more exciting conversations, laughs, and inspiration next week. But before we head into the weekend, take a moment for yourself. Life has a way of getting busy and overwhelming, so it's so important to slow down, hit pause, and just breathe. Whether you're winding down from a hectic week, spending quality time with loved ones, or just enjoying some well deserved solitude, make sure to relax, recharge, and refresh yourself for the week ahead. And for those of you seeking a little extra motivation to start your Monday with a bang, don't forget to tune in for Motivational Monday. We've got a full week of inspiration lined up, and I'm beyond excited to kick things off with you. Whether you're tackling challenges, chasing your dreams, or just need a little pick me up, we've got the positivity and encouragement to help you keep moving forward. Now, I've got something special to share. Next week, on Finally Friday, I'll be sitting down with the incredible Browno Landrum, author of We Meet Again, The End, A Love Story to the Universe, and The Player's Playbook, or The Hero's Playbook. We are diving deep into themes like reincarnation, spirituality, fate versus free will, and synchronicity. If you've been looking for an interview full of thought-provoking insights and inspiring perspectives, this one's for you. You won't want to miss it. Until then, I'm Jonathan Riley, and this has been Talk Radio, your go-to place for inspiration, motivation, and a perfect start to your weekend. I'm wishing you a fantastic Friday and an even better weekend, and a week ahead full of possibilities. Keep shining, take care of yourself, and I'll catch you next week with more exciting conversations. Have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you next Friday for that special interview with Browno Landrum.